morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Good, good. That's a good one too. Eggs.
I cooked this. I normally got my Mega Fit.
You made it?
Yeah.
Damn. I got the Mega Fit.
Eggs. Trader Joe's hash browns. Not a sponsor. I will take it though. Yeah.
Oh shit. Damn. Holy.
Try and do it. Just try. Yeah. Try and drink from it.
What is this for?
I don't know. They sent it to me as a gift.
A cup?
Try.
It's fine. You put it on camera.
Yeah. Take it home. Yeah.
Here's fine. Take a sip, Spy.
Take a sip. No momentum.
Damn.
It's a two-hander.
That's crazy. Get a pump when every time you drink. I guess while you're drinking a shot, right? So you guys already know what time it is. I kind of let you guys know the rundown. You guys seen my first video that I want to become a bodybuilder. So who is the best bodybuilder in the world right here? Flex Lewis.
Oh,
my
me?
dog too.
Oh, thanks, bro.
My dog as well. 7-time Mr. Olympia, 212. One of the most insane physiques I've ever seen. Insane forearms, calves, everything. I'm not even a bodybuilder. Like, I don't know the things, but with Flex, I could just see forearms, calves, quads, everything. I mean, the dude's insane. I've always looked up to him, and he's an athlete. So, not just a monster athlete. I mean, a real athlete. The dude has wheels. So yeah, we're here at the Dragon's Lair. I'm excited. We're out here in Vegas, and he's gonna help me get right. I've already lost 55 pounds. I was 310. I got to like 255. I'm probably sitting around 260, maybe a little more. I've been trying to fuel up a little bit because after I had the rhabdo, I felt like I dropped a little bit of too much. So I've been just trying to eat a couple more meals. But yeah, I guess. What's the main thing you want to know? Like how many intake calories and what they are right now, or what do you think? Just
for the audience to know, one of the things that Big Boy's gone through, rhabdo, I actually had myself. So
yeah, you were telling me that.
One of the things that him and I spoke about straight away was making sure that this is knocked out of his system, because if this is in his system and he's dieting, again, you've seen how bad he got, and when I was actually in one of my Olympia preps, I had to battle through the Olympia prep whilst in rhabdo.
I know you're telling me. That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did that.
I didn't tell anybody. I had a doctor monitoring me, as crazy as that is. I know a lot of people probably won't, agree with this, but I did have somebody overlooking me. I was able to knock myself out, but then with a severe dieting, I was kind of in and out, in and out. So with what Big Boy said, you've knocked this out of your system, which is great. But if anybody can sympathize and relate, it's me. So knowing what he's gone through and how he's battled to get to where he is right now is mad respect. And for everybody who has had rhabdos watching this, it's absolutely horrible. You feel like shit, nauseous, weak, foggy mindset, all of the above and more. So for him to knock that out and now be on track to do these new challenges as himself, and as everybody who's followed him for many a year will know, he's an athlete. He kind of defies all expectations and physicalities.
Even at 360, I was still doing crazy shit, pull-ups, jumps.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy to think that at 360 I was doing similar shit that I am at 260 now.
Yeah, and I think now with the bodybuilding path that you're going to follow.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, honestly.
Are you thinking, before we kind of get into the details of things, are you still going to be doing some of the other things that you were doing about kind of skateboarding and all that stuff? No, it's a little late.
Well, the skateboarding is always something that I've always enjoyed as a kid, and I'll always kind of be in the lifestyle, but not trying to hurt myself out there like I was. You know what I mean? But no. I always love calisthenics and things like that. So I feel like that's good with bodybuilding, right? But my main focus right now, 100%, is just developing my muscles, the bigger muscle bellies, right? Getting that look. And I've always said this, and it's always been an insecurity, right? 2017 world champion, US Open world champion. And man, I don't want to claim all the other titles because it's kind of like you could say like, oh, I won this pro, but I've won actually nationals and worlds over here in Vegas probably like 5-6 times. But those weren't the biggest ones. It's not the biggest platform. The biggest platform I won was called the U.S. Open. Yep. That's where all the big boys do it. And that was in 2017. I only took it once. The following year, I dropped from 340. I was weighing 340 then, or 348. I'm sorry. I weighed 348, and I dropped to 308s to meet Larry Wheels in the middle. He was at 275, so he went up to 308s, and I went from 348 heavyweight to 308, and I just got messed up, man. I didn't do the cut right. I didn't take it serious, and I didn't end up like bombing out, but I didn't do my best numbers, and I think I took like third, and he took first or something that year. But
nutrition is everything, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure, just reading through the lines and from conversations him and I have had of old. By the way, this is at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't start speaking English. I don't start speaking English until 10 o'clock. People will say I don't speak English anyway. But at 10 o'clock in the morning, I start speaking. But this guy wants to train early in the morning. I just dropped my daughter off. But anyway.
Well, you know, I've been getting that 5:30 a.m. burpees every morning.
I get up at 5 in the morning. But I don't talk on camera at 5 in the morning.
True.
But going back to what we were saying, the nutrition element of things, you know, we've spoken about this, and you know, there's been many times where he's done these cuts of old and kind of used.
Well, I want to say something before we get into nutrition. The last thing I was going to say that I feel like that would help resonate with people, where I was saying where I competed was the strongest, was the biggest thing, Flex, why I want to do the bodybuilding now, is that I always felt like I'd use, not an excuse, but I'd be like, I'm strong, I'm this, so I don't really care how I look, right? But it was a lie, honestly. You guys, it was me being insecure, me not being disciplined with my diet and letting myself go. Going to 360, I didn't need to be 360. And I look at myself in the mirror, and yes, I was big, I had size, but I hated the way I looked, Flex. I did. I'm being dead serious, and I never fully committed to myself to doing it. And still right now, I don't like the way I look. I have a lot more to go, but I'm finally like liking the way I look. Like back when I got out of prison, or when I was in high school and prison, I was in the best shape of my life, you know what I mean? And I was probably sitting around 230 max.
Yeah, I've seen them pictures.
Yeah.
With them on the first podcast.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. And you know, that's when I felt the best. And ever since then, after I did my first year of college, I kind of started like, oh, I'm going to bulk up for football, then I'm going to bulk up for powerlifting. And I kind of let myself go the way I looked. Yes, I performed very well, but I hated the way I looked, Flex. Honestly, I fucking hated it. So I know all you guys that are powerlifters or big dudes, at the end of the day, it feels good to be strong, which Flex knows that, but you gotta have that, you know, it comes down to self-esteem and being insecure. Like, you gotta be, like they say, comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. And that's the way I wanna feel, honestly, Flex. That over anything more than bodybuilding or working out, I wanna feel like, hell yeah, I could take off my shirt and I look good.
Yeah.
And that's the honest truth. But I wouldn't mind being swole as hell too.
Well, you want the best of both worlds, right? You know, if you even kind of take this conversation into the things that I'm getting into right now. So I'm doing a lot more media with the strongman. And if you looked at strongman probably 10, 15 years ago, weight equals strength. Yeah. So the more weight you could be on you could put on your frame, the stronger you would be.
That was my mindset too.
But now there's so much science and new age information that's coming. You look at the strongmen right now, and a lot of the events that they're doing, they're very cardiovascular as well. So they have to have the best of both worlds. A lot of these guys are looking incredible. I'm not saying that they're going to win Mr. Olympia.
Mariusz Pudzianowski,
and
remember
there's nobody
him?
better than him.
Oh man, he was insane.
There's some incredible, jacked out strongmen, but they got the best of both worlds. And for you now, you obviously are dedicating yourself on this path of bodybuilding, which you're going to lose as this date comes closer. Strength. There's no way you can.
I'm okay with that.
Keep that strength going in, but it's just finding that happy balance between what you do on the daily and all the other extracurricular things you're doing, and still having the focus to improve in bodybuilding. So that's why I asked you if you're still going to be doing other things outside of bodybuilding, because then you can factor in the calorie increase for them. Because you don't want to burn off too fast. If you're doing a lot of physicality, if you're skateboarding, if you're biking, if you're doing all that stuff, you kind of increase your calories on them days a little bit more.
I see what you're saying.
And you fuel your body for, and then you fuel your body after. So you're still improving and you're still getting closer to that goal. You use the weight on the scale as an indicator, but if that doesn't change, but in the eye of what you look like, or somebody that is very critical to you,
right,
then you know you're on that right path, because the scale is definitely
can play games, huh?
Yes, and it's definitely a good guide.
Yeah.
But you get to that point where the scale might start going up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not necessarily something you're doing wrong. It's just that your body starts fine-tuning itself, and you've just hit that fucking stride, and you start putting muscle on. And it might say stagnant for the long time, but you start getting harder, you start getting drier, you start getting leaner.
Yeah, that's why I kind of was like, I did my last weigh-in, I got to 254, basically 255, and I was like, I don't want to chase the scale number, because I could tell I was losing size. And yes, I was losing fat, but I still have fat, but I felt like I was losing size. I'm like, I can't look at the scale as much. Whatever you want me to do here, I will. But my whole focus was, okay, let me drop as much weight.
Yeah.
Now let me see where I can go. But no, I guess when you're asking, basically I'll tell you what I'm doing pretty much every day. I've really been doing, I do burpees and push-ups and 30 minutes of cardio every morning. So I've been doing stair climber.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing 100 burpees, maybe 100 to 200 push-ups, and then I just do my 30 minutes of cardio.
Okay.
So I've been doing that every morning, and I do it like anywhere from like level 4, I would just say, like a nice slow pace for 30 minutes. Then I hit the sauna.
Okay.
So I hit the sauna after, and then that's been pretty much every day. Maybe I'll put it down to 6 days, but it's been 7 days a week been doing that. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, I've been hitting weights. Okay. So I've only been doing weights 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 days. Or on Tuesday. No, I'm lying, 5, because I forgot I threw in legs. So I've been doing legs, but light legs.
Did you hear
I got twig legs.
You need to fucking rewind that back.
I know. Light
legs.
Doing
fucking legs?
I don't even want to call them legs. I've been doing twigs.
Do you realize how big your legs could be if you started fucking training?
I know. You're right. Since I've only trained powerlifting, right? My legs would be really big up here, like my hamstrings, glutes, and upper quads. But I never had this because I never did any accessories for legs.
Well, there's a lot of movement that can build up your quads, not just leg extensions, but it's just kind of having a program for all of that.
Program for it, yeah.
But your goal really is to, I'm always going to throwing legs, because legs does wonders.
Yeah,
even for your upper body growth. Believe it
does. Yeah. The growth hormone or whatever.
It's just hitting your leg day. Having a leg day in general not only makes you feel accomplished. Yeah. But it's half your fucking body.
True.
So if
I've been doing it on Tuesday.
So think about this: if you're ignoring half of your body,
yeah, it's horrible.
Your mindset then, if you kind of start putting it in, it's like you're doing all these other fucking things.
Yeah.
Uncompromised. But then on a leg day, you're kind of like, eh. So if you start kind of treating that leg day,
Squatting was my worst lift, and I squatted 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So, and I got up to 925 squat. But yes, I used to train legs 3 days a week. I don't ever want to go back to that again.
Not fucking.
Just give me 1 day of legs, 1 day, just one hard day of legs, and I'm good.
Leg day is definitely going to be, for me. This is what I would do. I would split it up into 2. Okay. But you do a quad dominant day, and then you do a hamstring day, which can be on the back end of maybe, another body part.
Okay.
So you're splitting it up. So it's not. So if you're
I'm down, I'm excited. That's all I gotta say.
If you're doing a leg day, it's not so kind of like, you're not going into there being like, oh my god, I've got to do my quads and I've got to do my hamstrings. It's kind of like, think about this. Pairing up big body parts. There's a lot of guys out there that love to pair up big body parts. I've never done that. I've only done back only. I've only done chest only. The only time I pair up a body part would be arms, and then I've split them up in cases too. My arm development, believe it or not,
are fucking crazy.
When I give my biceps their own day, and I give fucking triceps their own day, and I split them up.
You grew the most?
And that's how they grew the most, because I went in with a mentality, I'm going to fuck up these biceps. And it's the same thing when you single out a body part. So if you're going in and you're saying, okay, I'm only going to train quads, you know that for that hour and a half, you are going to go hard and then quads, and then you're done. As opposed to, oh man, I'm going to because you are not. I don't give a fuck who you say. If you are doing 2 body parts, there's no way you can give 100% and then reprogram your mindset to go in and do 100% on another body part.
No,
there's no way.
facts,
I don't care. You are going to leave something.
Well, you're the pro. I mean, shit.
No, I'm not saying you and anybody.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just saying you're 100% right. I agree.
But if you split up the days,
because you always do. Oh, let me do back, and let me get the little bicep pump after. Let me do chest. Let me get a little tricep pump. So you're right, 100%.
And listen, there's nothing wrong in that, but you gotta have a dedicated day.
Yeah.
For arms.
I'm down to go 6-7 days, whatever you want. So right now, like I said, I could cut out the burpees. I'm willing to do whatever it takes right now to get the physique that I feel like I could get, you know? So I'm willing, if you say, Big, no more burpees, or Big, don't do this, I'm down. Yeah. This is what I'm gonna dedicate myself to. However many months that we need, whatever, I'm down, I'm in. I wanna do whatever.
You heard it first.
You already heard it. I went, like when I cut out, I did this 90 days, I gave up this 90 days, I gave up fast food, or any processed stuff, and I gave up alcohol. So all that for 90 days. Haven't touched it until the first. You know what I mean?
How did you feel up until?
Oh man, amazing.
Your skin looks really good, by the way.
Really?
I look fucking tired as hell.
Damn, I appreciate that.
He does look alright.
You know what's funny? A lot of people have been saying that. I think it's because the weight I lost.
You've lost the weight, but also your skin. You look very healthy.
Thanks, Flex. Yeah.
I'd be honest. I don't know if you guys agree in the comments. If you don't, fucking comment.
No,
stimulate the comments.
Yeah. No, the close people to me have been telling me that. So. Yeah, no, I feel so good, Flex. So I want to really, dial in. I've never done it, so I'm just excited.
So let's do this. Let's get a game plan together today. We'll map out everything you diet you've been eating.
Okay.
Do you have a consistent day of eating, or is it kind of inconsistent?
Okay, so basically, Flex, I'm gonna keep it real. I only eat 2 meals a day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this is something different, but I knew we were gonna train. So basically, I've been eating this 1 pound of 96.4 ground beef.
Yeah.
So 1 pound with 1 cup of white rice.
Right.
Before my workout with a seasoning packet, whatever, like a siete. It has 100 calories. I don't know the sodium.
Yeah.
So that's about I already mapped it out. It's 1,000 calories. So 1,000 calories for that meal, and I eat that before my workout.
Yeah.
My weight workout. I do the fasted workout in the morning, and then at night, and then before the workout, mid workout, I may eat like a banana or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Big Joe told me that, so I eat a banana, and then at night I eat like almost a pound of the same thing, a pound of beef, a cup of white rice, and a bunch of broccoli. So I would say I've been getting around anywhere from 23 to 25 or so.
Yeah.
That's all I've been getting in around there, and that's kind of it. And then on Sundays, my cheat meal would be like, I would get like a low carb tortilla, but put tacos and add avocado. Like I wouldn't put cheese, I wouldn't eat anything. I would just add avocado and a tortilla with the rice. So that was kind of like more calories that week, but that was basically it. I don't know what I was doing. I just kind of knew calories just from knowing calories to gain weight or lose weight, but not to gain muscle.
So with bodybuilding, you're gonna have to have a consistent stream of fuel, of protein coming in, exactly. If you got to think of it like fuel. So minimum you should be eating about 5 meals a day. Minimum.
So what about the fasted in the morning?
I fast and I still get 5 meals in a day.
So would you recommend like the fasted cardio in the morning for me still?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is fasted cardio. So how I'd structure your meals. Ideally, there's people are going to be like, bro, you need to be eating 6 to 7 meals a day. Mm-hmm. So you got to take that meal that you ate in the morning, and you're going to have to divide that up into. I'll have to do the math. How many grams of protein total is in that pound?
About 100. So I've only been 100.
You sure?
Yeah.
So it seems like a lot more, but okay.
No, only 100.
I have to do the math. So if you want to put weight gain muscle, you're going to have a consistent nitrogen balance and flow of protein coming in.
Okay.
Your fuel is going to come in the forms of carbohydrates, but you're going to also have some fats with that meal too. Okay. So the ratio is going to be high protein, I would say mediocre carbs, and then some fats.
Okay.
But for the most part, you're going to get the most heavier meals in prior to training.
Okay, prior to training.
And then we kind of taper off. If not anything, just have your last meal as a shake and some peanut butter and something like that.
Okay.
So shake and fats. And you will see just by eating differently just how much you will change. Honestly, a lot of people are scared to eat, especially when you've done what you've done.
Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I am.
And I'm gonna promise you that you're not going to get fat. You're not going. It's fuel.
Yeah, it's fuel.
So what you've been doing right now has got you down tremendously.
Yeah.
So you are already thinking it's like, well, this is the diet that's going to continue to keep me going. No, it's just going to malnourish you. The harder you push, the more cardio you do, the more focused you get, and the more committed you are to that goal, the more that you're going to start seeing that muscle that you've worked hard to put on start coming off, and you lose fullness, you lose all these kind of attributes.
I have felt that, Flex. Like I just feel flat, like I can't get a pump sometimes.
That's because you're not eating enough.
Okay.
Think of this: carbohydrates will get converted, right? And that glycogen storage is what's going to give you the pump, along with other things too.
Right.
You know, your water consumption.
Yeah, I've been drinking
sodium.
about a gallon. That's what I've been about drinking.
So a gallon would be probably like 3 point something, just under 4 liters, I think.
Yeah.
So when I was competing, I would drink close to 8 liters a day.
8?
Yeah.
Almost 2 gallons.
Yeah, a day.
Holy shit!
And I would put salt in it. So when you mentioned, I don't know what the sodium is, I don't give a shit. You can season the shit out of your food.
Okay.
Because that's what's going to help you get a pump. As long as there's so many different things, because we're kind of starting from scratch. I don't want the audience to be like, well, Flax doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. This is kind of like taking somebody from a different sport that eats completely differently and now turn him into a bodybuilder. And you have to do it in smaller steps, because the worst thing that we could do is change his diet around and then he gets GI issues, because your GI is so used to having 2 big meals,
right,
whatever you want to call them.
They're not even feel big. Like I feel like I eat them and I'm still hungry.
Well, that's
actually empty.
That's actually a good thing.
Okay.
If you can take these smaller meals, so
yeah,
imagine this.
Yeah.
If I had a big pile of coal, wood, whatever, in the middle of the floor, and I had a burning fire, if I picked that big lump of coal, wood up, and I dumped it on that fire, it would kill the fire. But if you take it in lumps and you put it on that fire is going to keep on burning and burning high.
True.
So start thinking of your body as the fire, and thinking of food as the fuel.
Okay.
You're putting it on. But you're not putting it all on at once. Because if you put it all on at once, you're fucking going to kill yourself. You got to put it on incrementally, and it's just going to keep that fire burning high. So there's obviously strategies to put certain meals in place in certain times.
Okay.
Fast delivery carbohydrates, fast delivery protein after a workout. You know, you were talking, the big Joe said about having a banana. Same kind of mindset, but I wouldn't have anything during your workout.
Okay.
I would have something intra and post in a shake format.
Okay.
And I'll talk about all that stuff, because the good thing is that you have your own line and you got a lot of different products that you can make. And I'm sure through this challenge you'll be able to bring out another product that you didn't have that you can now use. So I'm always going to be an advocate of EAAs during a workout. You know, BCAAs is obviously a big shake that normally gets drunk throughout the day. But with EAAs, they're going to be consumed throughout the day. So if you have like EAAs and carbohydrates in one shake with glutamine, that is going to be your drink of choice.
Okay.
And then post workout, you have some sort of carbohydrate fast delivery. There's a lot of different carbohydrates out there, not to name companies' names, but there's obviously, you know, I don't know if you have your own, which you can speak about.
I don't, yeah.
But if you have a carbohydrate source, which is, again, fast delivery, hits the GI and gets dispersed fast, and you have that with a protein shake, that's...
So I don't drink no protein either.
Well, this is what we're going to change.
Okay.
And another thing, too, being in the shoes I'm in right now, one thing I have learned post-retirement from competing, I ate way too much food.
Okay.
Because there's this mentality with bodybuilding
more
that
meals.
if you have more meals, the bigger you're going to get. And it is going to be the case for a small period of time. But your GI is going to shut down. It is. I don't care what you say. And because your mindset is, oh, I've got to eat this way to get big, and I've got to keep on fueling. I was fucking blending 3 shakes a day of chicken, breast, and rice just to get it down. That's something you don't want to be doing.
No, I don't. Honestly, I want to be fuller and bigger, but I'm not trying to be this ripped 300-pound dude.
Yeah, but you're not going to be there.
I don't. Yeah.
And it's not conducive for your lifestyle right now.
No.
That was an old lifestyle.
Right,
You've got a lot of
exactly.
other things that are going on, and obviously we can talk about that later on. But for bodybuilders, what I say now, and this is kind of like, this is really nothing to do with you. This is kind of advice that
Of course,
I've learned,
yeah.
is that I wish, my wife's a nutrition dietitian. She said in many of my preps, she's like, babe, I don't think you need to be eating as much food as what you're doing right now, because you're having a hard time digesting. And as most people who follow me know, is the reason why I had to retire is because of my gut. It wasn't because of an injury, it was because of my stomach. And I hired GI doctors, I spent an absolute fortune trying to heal my gut.
Yeah.
And in the end, I was like, if you can't eat in bodybuilding, you're not going to win shit.
Yeah.
So I had to make that decision, and then as soon as I retired, I started working on my gut. For the most part, I stopped eating, because for an athlete to really heal his gut, you can't do that unless you totally stop eating.
Yeah.
It's kind of like having a bicep injury and training biceps all the time.
Yeah.
You can't fucking do it.
No.
So I had to stop eating, really heal my gut, and now what I've been able to do is, if I eat 25 grams of protein, I am consuming and absorbing, I would say,
25.
pretty much a high percentage of that 25, as opposed to trying to get 45 in before and maybe able to digest 20.
Yeah, that's honestly, my gut has been so much better because I've been eating clean. Honestly.
Big difference.
Because I noticed that 100%. Like, I went to Disneyland with the kids on New Year's Eve, and I ate the whole day. I ate all the junk food there.
Yeah.
My stomach didn't feel that bad. You know, it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, normally I eat the junk, I gotta go. Eat the junk, my stomach, I gotta go. So it's
always
definitely...
like that, right?
Huh?
Has it always been that way?
Kind of, with the bad eating.
Yeah.
But now, since I've just been eating these clean meals, I mean, I have to go, like, whatever, but it's not like I was, like, fuck, my stomach, like, I feel good, you know, so.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So,
Well,
I mean, I'm all in, Flex, you know, I'm all in, I'm excited.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start putting some things together. I know that we're going to have a training session right now. I'm going to start waking my ass up.
Let's do it.
And we'll get moving, cracking and popping, and we'll start designing this new game plan of yours.
I know, I'm excited. Appreciate you, Flex.
Let's go.
Stay tuned for the journey, baby. Big boy, the bodybuilder. They're going to call me Big Bodybuilder Boy. Big Bodybuilder Boy.
Jesus.